What's happening, guys? Welcome back to episode 10, picking up from High Road Cross. So, with last episode, we were able to wrap up with the Castle Instance in full and make it to your next region, which is going to be the scadu altus. Now, reaching this region, you are getting close to the mid game, so the difficulty is going to step way up, as you may imagine. So, to that, when we very first got to the DLC, we did an early run around, going all around, getting you guys scatter tree fragments for your spirit ashes, so you guys were set up and ready for the journey. We're going to do something similar here. This is just another really good point to do so. So the first thing we're going to be doing is just going right over here to this church. You can actually see it. It looks exactly like a cross. Now, there's still some stuff like right over here to do, right by where we were last episode. However, upgrades, that's going to be the first thing we do. In fact, the main point of this episode is NPC quests, catching all that up, as there's many. As many just get more upgrades to get set up. But we should still be able to knock out the whole half of this map over here. So, going over here is going to do a few things. It's going to get us upgrade, but it's also going to progress more quest lines, which is important. Now, we have to get into Queelan's quest. That's the guy that invaded you back into your first Legacy dungeon. For the Bellerat Tower settlement. Well, these guys can get involved in the second invasion bit. We're going to go through his invasion again. It'll be similar, same moveset. I think he might be a little bit more beat up as far as health and, damage. But all in all, it's the same fight moveset wise. Just take them out. Like I said, we don't want these guys following us in. And on top of that, there's dogs, and it could be a complete nightmare. It's happened to me a bunch. Yes. So we're going to do our best to avoid it. Yep, those fucking dogs, man. Them fucking dogs. You done? Spammy. Fucking spammers. We can spam too. Thank you. Alright. So these guys are the bigger threat. The guys over there in the hill, that wasn't really a must. But I think it's just better to take them all. So either way, guys, going on in, we'll go ahead and put on our deflect hearts here, which I hope I still have that on. Doesn't that show up? Or we have to go down to the flask itself. Stone barb, flame shrouding, which is utterly useless to us with the blood loss, but, gotta have useless tears. That's okay. We're not going to break a stance. Neither of these tiers are going to be useful. Now remember, his combo is a 5-hit. If you're going to guard counter, try to wait to the very end of it. Yep, I'll kill you. Yep, just like that. I'll kill you. You gotta watch that stamina fucked up.
Another cancer to thy joy.
Like I said, guys, he could, be pretty formidable. Same fight, just, his damage is just much more impressive. Same thing. These guys, they gotta go. They gotta go. One's back on the hill, like I said, that was just me being more cautious. I don't really think that they're actually gonna follow you, though. That was a little bit overkill, but still. Still forgot to switch up my tiers, even though I got killed. Isn't that great? But either way, guys, like I said, same fight, but his Ash of War is exceptionally powerful. Good news is, if you like it, you're gonna get it. So you got that going for you. But yeah, it's just, very, 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 very powerful.
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
Knock his bitch ass right out of the damn air. Yeah. So that's his one and only heal. I don't know how that just, it happened last time too. You smack him right when he's in the air, and it just nothing. Like, it doesn't even cause damage. That's actually one of my favorite incantations in the game. We'll get that in the Shadow Keep. It'll be a little bit, But yeah, it's super good. Remember, if you're the one dealing with it, you're gonna have to remember it's delayed, and you need to, wait before you dodge it, or you will get caught. It's almost like a homing missile. It'll track you. So watch it. I wait, then I dodge, because it will, man. It'll track you down. Tough boy at times. Yep, look at that. Did half your health with just a very, very quick projectile. That's why I love it so much. It's so good. Like when we get it, it's just as good. Thank you. So there's Fireneck Wheeling. That's going to be step 2 for his quest line. Really, his quest line involves around a few invasions and then making a choice with the quest line here in a bit. So, Astral for Flame Skewer, that's what he was doing. It's phenomenal, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Prayer Room Key, that's going to be involved in this quest, but we're not going to get into that for a while. That's way on the backside of Shadow Key. Rune Arc, 2 Scatter Tree Fragments. So, that's the only 2 we have. That's going to work. So, now that we got that cleared out, like I said, we'll get into the rest of this here shortly, but we're just kind of on a scatter tree run. So we're jumping back to the High Road Cross. Now this next part, I cannot caution enough. When we get over here, we're going to go like right here for a scatter tree fragment. If you go any further, like you go like right here, Mikula's Great Room will break. This is going to be a trigger, a world event, and that's what we need to eventually happen so we could do the boss down here at Cerulean Coast and quest lines. But if it happens early, you're going to fuck up a bunch of quests. So we're going to go get the Scatter Tree Fragment. Do not go past it another inch. I cannot stress this enough. If you do, the quest lines you mess up lead to the best weapons in the game. Some of so one of them, Hornsink, his weapon is a dual-wield curved sword. So instead of like finding one out in the world and find another, but Ashes Court, it's a very, very powerful boss level somber paired curved swords. We do not want to miss out on that. So when we get up here, stick it to your right hand side. Right here, you see the statue? That's your scatter tree. Stay away from the furnace skull. Now I played it a little bit safe. You can go a little bit past that point, it's like right by the castle doors, but I wouldn't risk it. You know what I mean? I would not risk it. So on the way back, you're going to see a little side road here. He's going to fuck with us, so might as well just take him. Thank you. Might as well take him. Yeah, so if you look at your map, hopefully these guys aren't going to fuck with us. But you'll see these 3 little tents. Right here is going to be another Scatter Tree Fragment. And then if you just follow this main road down into this village, you're going to see another one right on the side of the road here. So that's what we're after now. And it's weird. We should have waited because we're about to go right back to these locations here in a minute for quest lines and stuff. But, I mean, getting a little bit more damage and damage negation before we get into some of these difficult fights, I just think it's going to, put everyone in a much better position. One of walkthroughs to make things easier, so that's what we're after. So you can already see the Mikula's Cross, so that's one. But there's another right in this camp. Now, there's going to be a few of these bigger guys on horses, and we're just going to clear this camp now. I mean, we're here. There's not much there. It's like 2 items. You have a cookbook, and then you have this upgrade. So there's no point in not doing this shit. Take him so you don't get involved. There should be a second. Yep, there he is. Right on the right when I said it. Isn't that great? Let's get our buff from Rolana. Told you. Simplistic, but extraordinarily powerful. Did we get his set yet? Looks similar to ours, the one we picked up, but super good looking. Now, I think we got his leggings just now, but I guess we did not get that. So his leggings are right here. Really dark, but don't look bad. They're not too heavy either. Something different for a bit, right? Alright, so once you've killed those 2 guys, you should just be good. There's a few foot soldiers in here, but it's not like knights on horses. You know what I mean? I love guard counters. So I used to be a player that would do nothing but parries, which took a long time. You know, firstly I would block or dodge. I wouldn't do any of it. I was still learning the mechanics. And then I learned and got good at parries. And then when the DLC was so difficult, I didn't know these guys' movesets, so I got more into guard counters. And that's why I've been trying to push that on other people because, you know, it does help. And I guess I just slept on them for so long that I didn't realize how fucking powerful they were. But they are, man. They're so good. Alright, so next up, we'll just backstab him. We don't want to touch anything else. We're just after upgrades. I mean, right there, guys, you already got 4. So, we should be at +8. And I think we're already at +7. We had some left over from last episode. I was going to save and do it all at once, but we had already, got it handled, so. Now, Michaelis Cross, like I said, it's right off the side of the road. My marker's a little bit off. But we go and grab this. Now, that guy right there is Dane. That is the monk, and the monk's missing. We didn't even pick it up yet. I told you guys not to worry about it. But right by him, you grab your Scatter Tree Fragment, Interact, which we'll do again, just to be sure when it comes out later. So that gives us 5. We should be able to pull 2 upgrades here. That gives us 5. I think we need 3. So if you go back in this village, you're really just going straight back. There's going to be like a cliff right around. There's like a hole in the middle. It's a crumbling village with a hole. It's a passage. Right behind that, like right here somewhere, there's a little cliff. This cliff has a guy with one of those pots that drops Scatter Tree Fragments. So, I mean, you can't miss. If you just get to the far side, shit. You get to the far side where this tower is, it's a pretty big-ass landmark. Now, the problem lies in the fact that there is a Curse Blade under here as well. So, there's Pop Bro, but remember, he'll disappear on you if you're not fast enough. But with him comes him. I'm hoping Pop Bro doesn't aggro. Let's try this. He ain't aggroed yet. Now I'm doing this so we don't have to go through this twice. We can take him from range. Pop Bro should not aggro. Good. Oh, he did. He disappeared, didn't he? Fucking bastard. Yep, never gotta do it twice. That's what I was actually trying to avoid. Alright. That's my bad, y'all. I thought we could pull it off that way. I've never tried it. Didn't work. I mean, it made him a lot fucking easier to deal with, for sure. But we missed the item we were after. Now, if you could run up and kill him as fast as you can to get that Scatter Tree Fragment, do it that way. It's just difficult. Because Curse Blade, even on foot, he's fucking fast, man. He's right there, too. And it takes a second for him to actually drop it. You see what I'm saying? Alright, there we go. So that should give us what we need for 2 upgrades. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and grab the other Scatter Tree Fragments I know about. So, just run out, go up the main road if you can find it. It doesn't have to be exact. We're just trying to get away from these guys. I can't pull up my map. But you're just literally running, like, southeast, and once again, doesn't have to be exact. You'll find the main road will lead to this big-ass ghost dragon. What we're going to do is just ride all the way through. Alright, so there's your map. So there's, you know, that's where we just were. You know, we're on this list. So, like I said, it's right here. But just pull up your map if you can. De-aggro. Get control of where you are. We're going to take this main road up. I'm going to get you guys a, I want to say the Side of Grace. So, yeah, we're going to go grab you guys a Side of Grace. Then we're actually going to go over here uphill, and then we're going to shoot all the way down under this cliff. But I want to make sure everyone is, you know, in fact following along, and you're not getting lost, because it's a new area, it's really open, there's a lot going on. As soon as you go down to the right-hand side, you got the Side of Grace right here. Now, what we're trying to do here is we're going to go out, and we're going to go to the right. It's going to be a Spirit Spring right here. It's going to be locked. To unlock it, you have to go get a rock right around here. Break that, then we go back. We'll take this up. And it's just going to be really a straight shot following this around to a Scatter Tree Fragment, like right here. If you guys want to put the markers, go for it. I have the world memorized. I don't need them. I want to make sure you guys know where to put them. By the end of this, we should have around 8. Which, you know, the more you upgrade, the more they cost. It's not like we're having a bunch of upgrades, but we should be able to get 2 more. Get up to, you know, +8, +9. Actually, I want to say it's closer to +10. I have to look at my notes. I only wrote how many Scatter Tree Fragments, not how many upgrades. So, like I say, you just work yourself around that cliff, right? They're like right here. And remember, you got Mo and more got Shackle. So that works. You don't have to be anywhere near it. You don't have to be anywhere near it for those items to break that for you. Fight the enemies if you wish. For us, we're gonna do this. And later we'll be thorough and we'll come in here, clear this area out. All there really is your scatter tree fragment, but I'm not trying to just rush through the region. So we'll come back and clear it. We're not gonna touch nothing else. Keep in mind, you also, to get fully upgraded, you cannot miss a single scatter tree fragment. There are no extras. There's not a single extra one. None. So you gotta get them all. So all the way up top, when we feel like doing this later, we'll have an easy access point with this side of grace. And that's actually just looking right over the Fort of Reprimand. Now we ain't done the Fort of Reprimand yet. We have done a section of it because there's a section that's kind of separated, but we haven't done that yet. So I abandoned here in my eye. And honestly, I think your best bet from here, well, where's the closest one? So pulling up your map, yeah, we'll go for North Ruins. So for North Ruins, if you just go northeast, you're going to see this little section of the water. You could go under there, and this is going to lead you on out to this region up top. And while we aren't going to be doing this region, right on the way, like right here, there's a scatter tree fragment in the under area. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump back to North, run for that. Then we can slap in our upgrades and actually get started on what we're doing. So as I said, this episode mainly is upgrades to get you guys better set, and covering NPC quest lines. Then obviously anything by what we're doing is getting cleared. Like we'll clear this whole half of the map, we'll clear this whole section, and then we'll do all of our NPC quests. So just really getting us set up for the next half of the game. Which, don't get me wrong, it's bigger. We haven't done half yet. Well, almost, yeah. 10 hours. The walkthrough should be around 22, 23 episodes. So, yeah, almost halfway through. There's just so much of the world left, you know what I mean? Like, that you haven't seen. So, right here, scatter tree. But if you keep going, a really good spell. We can pick you guys up. We'll just go ahead and clear this underpath very quickly. Heal from afar. And then if you go all the way through, there's one other thing I want to get. It gets revolved around Moore's quest line. She's going to let us complete his quest a little bit sooner. And that's as if you stay to the far right hand side. Go all the way down. Forager Brood. Now there's actually a Forager Brood we're right near that we need to talk to for Moore's quest. But there's something that you got to do that's very particular, and we're going to get into. We just weren't doing it yet. So all we're going to do is run under this cliff and start working our way around. Because since we are over here, I want to go get you guys this, this map. So you guys put a marker there. That way you can just see more of the world. After this, be sure we miss a one map marker. That's it. We can actually see things because we will be coming back here. If this is another optional area, it's not going to be that long. Probably go ahead and knock this out before we even do Shadow Keep. Honestly, just so all of our optional content's knocked out, and we just, Shadow Keep, we just move through your main areas to the end. Probably be the easiest way to go. I'm gonna have to confer my notes because, off the top of my head, I know the next 4 or 5 episodes, but after that point, I'm not sure just yet. But yeah, that's probably gonna be what we're gonna do. And when I get the map, I'll kind of break down the plan so you guys know. And if everyone wants, there is gonna be a larval tier. As you go down on your left-hand side, you'll see like an edge of a cliff. It's going to be nighttime, but there will be a larval tier there. So all we're doing is just going southwest for the side of Grace. Unfortunately, it's just not on the map yet. It's going to be 2 golems. In between them on your left. That's what I was talking about. That's where your larval tier is going to be. It might be a little bit further up. I think it's a little bit further up. Did it pass this point? It might even be the other fucking way. I'm trying to go off memory instead of off notes. I know it's right around. No, there it is, yeah. So it's past both of them. Sorry. You're going to see a little edge of a cliff over here on the left-hand side. It's got to be nighttime. It's literally, like, right here. So, I mean, I think everyone has plenty. There's 18 in a single playthrough in the base game alone. So, there's like 25, including DLC. If you respect 25 times, something's wrong with you. Pick up and stick with it, Not being an asshole, just say it. Pick up and stick with it. For me, I hate respecting. For the walkthrough, I'm trying to show off different, new weapons and stuff. But I like to pick one build. It's an RPG role-playing game. If you're constantly changing who you are, it doesn't make sense, But T0. Either way, guys, now you actually have all your maps. So now that we have all that good stuff, we're going to jump back to High Road Cross. The only thing you're missing is the map for the Madness Zone. That didn't come for such a long time. So pretty much, just to kind of break down, you got Shadow Keep right here. That's the main Legacy dungeon. Then you go through the Raw Ruins, and then that's your last Legacy dungeon. So everything from Shadow Keep puts you towards the end game. You know what I mean? So as far as the journey ahead of us, like what we're going to be doing next few episodes, is obviously, clearing all this out. We'll clear all this out in full, doing Warmth Ruins last because that's going to send us over here. We'll knock all this out. The Great Room will break right when we're right about here, so we need to make sure all of our quests are up to date before this. This is important. I will double check and make sure everyone knows. But then that point, we can go ahead, jump over here, start on his quest line, doing 2 of the Finger Ruins. And then with that, we can kind of sneak on in and do the back section of Shadow Keep here. Then we'll most likely be going to Cerulean Coast because that will break, so we'll knock that out. So pretty much we're gonna do everything around the Shadow Keep, and then once that Great Room breaks and we've finished clearing this area and this portion of Shadow Keep gets separated, then it's like, okay, let's knock out optional content. So Cerulean Coast, Finger Ruins, Raw. So Ancient Ruins of Raw, this is up top. This is late game. But Raw base goes around this, and that's your whole lower area. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Clear everything around Shadow Keep. Then before we actually do the dungeon itself, the proper portion of the dungeon, all optional content's got to go. That way we're just pushed to the end of the game. I think that's just the way it works best. So now that we have our upgrades, guys, and it'll make more sense as we go along. I know some people are curious, so I want to cover it. But it's not that big of a deal. But now we got our upgrades. Yeah, like I said, probably around plus 10. So we were halfway upgraded to Scatter Tree Blessings. This goes to plus 10, that goes to plus 20. So we're just in really, really, really good shape. So what we're going to do before we get into our quest is there's only one thing left. So we went over here last episode to drop back down and do everything revolve around Castle Ensis, but there was a troll right here we didn't take out. And then there was the transporter over here that we are imbued stone sword key for. So that's going to be our next stop. So checking our AR right now, 793. Typically, like if I put on something I have like upgrade, you're gonna see a big boost in damage because damage ain't the best. Let's say I put that on, right? Why? Because our strength. Let's make sure. All right, there we go. Check it out. 1400. So, it's not blood loss. This being a blood loss weapon, the damage isn't gonna be that much. But like something like Rolana's twin swords right now, I think I was getting like 1700. It's just fucking crazy. Those Scatter Tree Blessings are wild. But anything with blood loss isn't going to have the same damage. You're going to have to damage up blood loss to get those huge HP percentage chunks off. But yeah, most weapons are doing well over 1,000. I don't care if it's a dagger. You guys are probably doing 1,000 right now. You know what I mean? Them blessings are wild. All right, so first things first, guys. Going on down, we're going to take care of Mr. Troll. Mr. Troll is worth your time. He's another troll that will not respawn. He's a one and done. But what's great about him is the fact that he drops like 928. So that's almost enough to fully upgrade through that tier. Almost. It's only 3 short though. Don't be a prick. That hits, that's gonna hurt. Hoping to stagger him by now. I wasn't sure if we can tank through it or not. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He's a big boy, He's a little bit of a pain because you can't get criticals. Blood loss is neutralized, you can't get criticals. He's still weak to fire and shit, though. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing I tell people. Dabble in blood loss. I wouldn't do a full blood loss build, but dabble. Because enemies have obnoxious health bars. It's gonna help. But you gotta remember, not every enemy's weak to it. Some are flat out immune. You know what I mean? So it's actually looks good there. I started with Elden Ring. I went back to play the other Souls likes, and Faith has never been good like this. It's always been just like survivability shit. Hell, Demon Souls has no offensive Faith spells. Nothing that will do damage at all. Not a bit. Then Elden Ring, they just went all in. Now Faith's like the super powerful thing. You know, it's really cool. I love it. My favorite builds. It's because you're just prepared for anything and everything there possibly could be. Whether it's ranged or buffs, defense, cleansing. I mean, it's great. Now, if you guys played the base game, you know about the four belfries, right? Four belfries are up here. You use multiple stone sword keys to go through, and they have teleporters. This is the DLC's version of that. So you have one imbued stone sword key. That's all there is. There's only one transporter. So it's very similar to the first game, where it's going to send you to an in-game area. However, if you were at the end of the game, you could not reach this area, even though it's at the same location, just like the main game, and it leads to a talisman, just like the main game. So it's all the same type thing. Now, I'll probably summon Mimic for this fight. This is just one of those super crazy, excuse me, super crazy strong knight, whether the Horned Warriors or wherever they were, but this is like Bird Bro. Now, I don't feel like doing a run back in case he gets killed. So he could like shoot feathers at you. Crazy moveset will fly through the air like really erratic, smack at you with his clawed feet. So he could, you know, just be really, really dangerous. You guys know these guys stamina ain't no fucking joke. These guys go, go, go. Thank you, Mimic. That way, I don't have to worry about a run back. So you can actually farm him for his set, but you have to come over, you know, come here over and over and over again to do so. Now, once you have him taken out, there's only one thing to get. You have a talisman, you have some crafting. So this is a very unique talisman. Verdigris Discus. So what this does is it increases your defense with higher weight load. And if you've ever picked up talismans, you know that lower equip load gets all the benefits. Higher equip load, nothing to be seen. You know, just nothing there. So I thought that was a pretty cool addition. And I think there's like more mushrooms in the area. Yeah, but that's it. So this is the last area of the game. There's one legacy dungeon past this, but if you're talking about regions, this is the very last region. Ancient Ruins of Ra. So unique, so cool. I mean, it's got that FromSoft feel to it, but I almost think it feels more like a God of War type area, the way it's designed, you know? Like, it's like peak FromSoft. It's some of the best designs they've done. It's maze, it's interconnected, but just the feel of it. It's so different than anything they've ever done. It's literally like an ancient ruin that you see like built inside of a mountain. And they just do so well with it. It's really neat. Also, easily the most confusing area of the game. It drove me mad. Not the difficulty, just fucking navigation. But yeah, it's really cool. Then that's your last legacy dungeon there. You know, long time before we get here, but it's just really dope to take it in. So either way, guys, with that, everything here is wrapped up aside from the church. We do need to go back to the Church of the Crusaders. Now, only thing we have left here is a quest to do with more. However, you know, like I said, at that time, we're dealing with scattered troops, right? We were trying to get you guys some upgrades, so there was no point of actually doing it just yet. So what you're going to need for this is a warming stone. It's important. There is a forger brute here. Now, he is injured, so he cannot talk to you or he cannot give you a cookbook. However, you can throw down a warming stone, even a frenzy warming stone if you want, whatever you got, and you're going to heal him. Once he's healed, he's going to give you a cookbook. I do believe you have to rest in between, but, you know, once you get this cookbook, it has to be this specific cookbook. We'll be able to go talk to Moore, and he's going to give us a really crazy recipe to craft a consumable that lets Torrent ram people. It's wild shit, wild shit. I always forget. He's behind the church on the right. I forget if it's up higher or down lower. I know he's like right here, though. So is it the higher ledge? He's hard to see. He's injured. He's like halfway sticking out of the ground. Alright, maybe it was the higher ledge. Yeah, that's the one thing I always get thrown off about. There he is. Do not hit him. Make sure you don't accidentally hit the guy. There you go. So he's healed. Should be able to talk to him. Sometimes it glitches out. Yeah, so go rest. Quit out, load back in is much faster. Now we got that. And since we're on Moore's quest line, what we'll do is I wonder if we should. Well, we still can't get the last cookbook until we reach all the way over here, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna try to go and get all his cookbooks. We'd be missing one of them, so we couldn't complete his quest. So we'll just have to wait because there's one like right by this forge too. So we'll put that off. So for now, let's just progress what we can and go ahead and get a really unique item. Well, with his quest line complete, you get his armor. You get his shield. There's a choice where you can either get it early or you can get it later. What happens changes, but the rewards are the same. So we'll show you guys when the time comes and let you make your choice.
Oh,
Talk to more.
Is for you, the forager brood give their thanks.
So Forger Brood Cookbook 7, that's the rare and unique one that you will not get. You're not going to find it in the world. Even if you did everything right, if you're not following Moore's quest, you can't get it. So this is part of his quest line. So right now, you're going to be missing a few Forger Brood cookbooks, but if you were to go over to inventory, does it actually show the cookbooks once they're in your possession? I forget. Key items? Oh yeah, they're all there. Wow, look at that. In the base game and everything. We've picked up so many. That's wild. So these are all your forgers. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So you're missing 1, you're missing 6. 1 is going to be right here by this forge, and then the 6 is going to be like way over here by Shadowkeep. So we'll have them all before Shadowkeep, but that's how close we are with that quest. You'd also go over here, make sure you're caught up with Ansbach. Speak at the cross where the eye was abandoned.
I am much obliged. I can hardly believe it. He's divested himself of his very eye. Tender Miquela's eye is no mere morsel of flesh. It is a vessel of soaring grace. Proof of his Empyrean lineage. I wonder, does Miquela the Kind intend to sever his very birthright, his fate as a child of the erdtree? Righteous
Talk again.
The full picture is yet to coalesce, but we do know that he is bound for the Tower of Shadow, and that is where he intends to rise to true comfort. The Tower of Shadow houses a divine gateway. A well-kept secret it was, but the gateway was once the birthplace of a god we know all too well.
And that will be America. So America was an Empyrean, but this same place is where she went to actually transition into a god. Now we still need to talk about the cross at the coast.
To think there was a cross left in such a faraway place, and the deep purple water lilies would be blooming there. This can only mean kindly Miquela has divested himself, even of that, his adoring other self.
Blossom of Slumber, which is, Trina, Saint Trina. Like I said, that's his like split personality. He is Saint Trina and he is Miquela. That's why he has the gift of persuasion, mind control. Now from here, since we have made it to the Cerulean Coast, you guys are going to know too, like when we're going and progressing these quest lines, the areas we have done and the areas we haven't done and the places we've seen. There's a very meticulous nature to it. Like when we went down to the Cerulean Coast, right? By finding that cross, that progressed Ansbach's quest, and Moore's was progressed by, getting the Forger Brood. But also by going to this Cerulean Coast just briefly, we can progress Dolier's quest. And then he abandoned his eye up here, so we want to go get that Scatter Tree fragment, but it was also his eye. That's what I'm saying. We got to be really careful, because I just don't want you guys to mess up quests. And it's like so much easier than the main game, I've learned this lesson too many times myself.
What can I help you with?
You don't have that option yet? Let's rest here. It might be later. It might be when we do the underground portion of the check windows, but typically it's whenever you get to the Cerulean Coast.
So,
Nope, you don't have it yet. That's okay. While I'm here, though, I'm gonna pick that up. So if his quest isn't progressed by now, after you break the Great Rune, it will. So after you break the Great Rune, I think you'll go down here, get a Side of Grace, then you'll jump back. So I may be off on that one, but regardless, you got to go to Cerulean Coast. Either way, with that, everything's wrapped up for the most part. As far as the left-hand side, all of that is now done. So what we're going to do is run through these other quests, and then we'll end the episode just clear, because that way this cliff and this whole section will be done. But we still have other NPCs to check with and progress. So High Road Cross, we're going to need to talk to Letta, and then we're also going to need to talk to Hornsent, then we're going to go handle the Monk's Missive.
Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation. From places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless it'd have all come to blows at first glance. Were it not for the charm kindly Mikola put upon us, this is what allows us to serve together. The work of a living god.
Ask about the silent monk.
Oh, that man is known as Dane. He's been in the service of Mikola the Kind longer than I. He might be solemn of cheer, but is a fierce warrior nevertheless. There's no cause for concern. Dane's reluctance to speak to you is no fault of your own. We've been acquainted for quite some time, but even I am yet to hear his voice. Perhaps one day.
Horn
Wondering
scent.
about the horn scent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Messmer to purge the Tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame. Oh, that man, he's been in the... He might be...
Okay, just make sure you are progressed. Then over here, we're going to go ahead and talk to Hornsent.
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Take this.
That's your next cross map.
Mikola has said it's
Mostly places we've been.
He wishes now to throw it all away. He says the act, though undoubtedly painful, will sear clean the erdtree's wanton sin. The truth of his claim can be found at each cross, which is evidence enough to earn my belief. Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. The blood of your fellows, the erdtree faithful. I've had my indeed. No,
He won't take Scorpion Stew but once.
Go to the misshapen in that forsaken.
Alright, just make sure, once again, that you are fully progressed with that. So right here's the Monk's Missive. That is Dane sending you to meet him and issuing you a challenge. So if we go on down, what you're looking for should be right around the center, I do believe. Right here. So it kind of looks like its fists are pointing towards each other. Made the best win. Now, since we got the side of grace, makes life a little bit easier. We can just jump right back to Morth Ruins. Alright, so as soon as we go up and use this, we're going to be in an invasion event with him. And we did interact before, but like I said, when we get here, we're always going to make sure. It's quest related with Donsbach. So you try to talk, nothing happens, you're going over, use your gesture. Now he's using the dry leaf set, so this is like punches and kicks. It's Kung Fu, and it can be really irritating. If he charges up his fist, he does like this shockwave that comes out. It can one-shot you, man. If you're not fucking careful, it could one-shot you. There. Oh, God. Okay, he didn't fully charge it, thank God. But it's really annoying because he's trying to fucking stun lock you. He will stun lock you right in place. Probably dead. I mean, Side of Grace is right here. But yeah, it's a very, very obnoxious fight to say the least, guys. Especially when we're in a fucking corner. Mike said so kill me. Yeah, thank you, Dan. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's an obnoxious fight. It's all about dodging, trying to just keep your distance, and using whatever you can for ranged. I mean, it doesn't have to be a spell, you know. Being able to jump in, hit him, jump out. If you try to block too much, it's gonna break your stance, do a critical, fuck you up. And, you know, that's just a lot of dodging, a lot of bullshit. Might only have to do that the first time, or maybe you do have to do it every time. I don't know. Usually just, you know, get past them. Bad as it is. I try to keep my distance. Yeah, look at that damage. Wow, wow. And there's like this invisible wall that surrounds you. So it's also, you know, gonna keep you locked in. Oh, we got back up. Makes it so impossible to get a fucking heal off. There you go. Stay on them. Whatever works. Right? Whatever works. Using big strength weapon, lock them down. staggered lock them, using spells, you know, whatever you got. It can be rather annoying. It can be rather tough. Now, when you take him out, you're going to get part of the set. That's going to be right here. You get the weapon, dry leaf arts, and then you get Dane's hat. So his armor set, and he also has a talisman. I'm sorry, a seal for casting, like, Mikula's incantations. It's pretty good. But we're not going to find that until after Shadowkeep when we, you know, head to a very hidden area. So this is still yet to come, obviously. So from here, we'll go grab our souls, as it was over 100,000. Back to High Road Cross. So now we have fully progressed everybody's quest. We might have to talk to Led about Dane again. I don't think so. I just want to double check.
We are all utterly it is what? Oh, that man. He's been in the
we're
service
good.
of me.
After the invasion, you don't have to. Alright, so like I said, everything on this left side of the road, this is all wrapped up in full, guys. You know, all of it's done. So what we're going to do is head for the camp, but instead of going in, we're going to shoot to the right and start heading for this water for a boss fight. There's a couple guys along the way. I think there's like a rune or something. There's nothing too substantial. But the boss does lead to some pretty cool stuff. Now, if you guys hate rune bears, and I've always said I never thought rune bears were that hard. You know, you stick to the right side, circle to the right, you dodge your hits, you work in charge heavy. They strike their stance and feet, you know? Like I said, I've never found them difficult. But in the DLC, they have draconic rune bears. So they're rune bears that partook in the dragon communion. So just like you or anyone else who has done this, it's going to make you deformed. Very big, very powerful. So now even their roars are absolutely fucking absurd. You will see here shortly. Why does that look like, it looks like the Gauntlets of Dark Souls 3. It's really blowing my mind there for a second. Where's our new set? I don't know when I see these guys. Is that higher? Oh, there they are. These look nice. I like these. They go with this set too, you notice, like the leggings we're using, the gauntlets. I was hoping we get I might even try to farm that. The chest piece set's super nice. It's tanky, but I think it looks really cool. It's like a beefier version of ours. The same one you have on right now. It's actually, interestingly enough, the same set Letta has. She just has a cape on it. Now, you haven't fought this guy yet. He's fucking brutal, man. You thought the other guy had infinite stamina? You ain't seen nothing yet. The guy with the dual blade, he's fucking vicious. You better get used to him. You have to fight a boss version of him that has Crucible Knight incantations, which that's good stuff. Yeah, the reach of that is quite impressive, boys. I give it to you. Brother. Not fair. We'll get it. I told you, step up, man. Give me a big step up. To me, it's never been their health or their damage. It's always been more of the amount of stamina they're able to access, and then the movesets. The beefier enemies, I firmly believe the little foot soldiers, they're way overpowered, man. They're asking for, I mean, you can be at plus 20 scatter tree fragments, they'll still damn near one-shot you if it doesn't one-shot you. I just think that's a little absurd, you know what I mean, for a basic guy. I'm not saying, you know, nerf the fuck out of the damage, but, you know, 20% less seems fair. It'd still be a lot. Do 80% of your health bar, that seems fair. You know, more than fair. But yeah, they're just super fucking beat up for no reason. You know, the weakest enemies of the DLC. And they could do that to a, you know, level 713 maxed out character just as easy as they could for me. I hate to recommend taking these guys out every time, but if you don't, the Draconic Rune Bear guys, you haven't even seen the like yet. I'm telling you, you're gonna fucking regret it. Oh yeah, we got 2 buffs on that one too. We got the one from killing an enemy, and then we also got the buff from being in the stance. That should really boost our damage. Alright, where's the other big boy before we get into this shit? He always just kind of comes out of fucking nowhere. Nope. comes out of nowhere. I still don't see him yet, but I know he's here. I know you're here, big boy. Alright, let's go and get on turret. So the boss is right behind these guys, right here in this water. That's why I want to put them down. It's a little bit off, but I've had them walk through. I was like halfway through the fight, and they did show up. So now, before you go down the water, we do have a marker here for anyone wondering where we're going. The marker's on screen. I would swing, you know, to the left and take all this shit out. Anything else can be done after the fight. So we're gonna immediately summon up fucking Mimic. Like I said, this fight, you know, it's not nothing to shake a stick at. This dude's fucking dangerous. He's dangerous. He has a roar ability. Oh, when he smacks the ground, he's gonna pull the ground with him. Look at like bestial incantation. That's how it comes out at least. But yeah, he'll rumble the ground like Godfrey did. For the sake of America, I'm pretty sure you're gonna need it. We'll get him. Freaking time. Actually, looking pretty good. I mean, 45 minutes in, we got it all, you know. Quest, upgrades, all those little areas are wrapped up. So we're doing pretty good with our time, I'd say. Alright, let's do it again. Usually you get charged heavy by these guys, it's a little bit hard because, yeah. And that gets full circle, I just forgot. I thought it was just in front of me. Yeah, constant healing. Moveset's completely different from that, too. Look at that. Taking you down. Oh, just sort of stagger him. There's his roar. Told you, brother. Fucking crazy, bro. If you want to bitch about room bears, you better be bitch about this guy. The other ones are fucking candy water, being honest. Go right into it. Yeah, but no getting caught right. I say, usually that does good at breaking a stagger, but there you go. Light greatsword, basic acid war, decent affinity, runs through it all, maybe. Runs through it all. So Pelt of Arava, very cool armor piece. I'm gonna do like a berserker type build. Now, with him out the way, all we're really gonna be doing, guys, is just going around the edges here, making a loop. These bears will kill you. So you'll see some stones here that drops you down. But where this drops you down at, we're not gonna, you know, not gonna need to worry about it. That's right where we got that heal from afar spell. This is really just me making sure there's no items left on the table. Like making sure we didn't miss anything in our notes, because we're done, you know, for the episode. So I just want to kind of run through this area very briefly. Make sure that, you know, there are no items or consumables or, you know, anything like that. I don't remember there being, and I didn't have anything else in my notes about this whole area. Yeah, I mean, that brings it full circle. I swore there was one more thing, though. Off memory, not off notes, but I thought there was one more thing. I thought it was like under this cliff, but maybe there wasn't. Alright. Okay, that was more off memory, not off notes. It's nothing that I like found prepping for the episode, but from one of my playthroughs, I thought there was something else right around here. But no, it must have been in the camp or something like that. It's not a big deal. I don't think we're going to de-aggro here. Oh, we did. Cool. As I say, we might just have to run all the way back. So either way, With that point, we're halfway done with the zone. So next episode, we're just gonna push on in and do the other half. So pretty much, with next episode, we already got the camp. Don't have to worry about that. But we're gonna have a few little loose items: forge or brood, your next forge, and we'll have the fort of reprimand. Then we'll be ending with Morth ruins. Now, Morth Ruins, like I said, will send us over here. So we should get the Altus wrapped up next episode. Then we'll be getting on over to the Bonnie jail. This is going to be your third and final jail. We'll have that knocked out. Then we should be set up and ready to break our Great Rune and knock out all of our optional content. So, we're making really, really good progress. But either way, before we wrap up, I do want to grab a level here. What was our working? Strength needs to be at 22. That's for weapon requirements. Really good weapon we can get. You have to farm it. There's only one enemy in the game that has it. It's a really rare drop chance, but I'm going to put in the time to get it to show you guys, because it will carry you if you're struggling. It's that good. So we're good there. So level-wise, moving forward, 60, 30, and I'm happy. I'm happy with that. But either way, guys, with that, we're going to wrap on up, so we will catch y'all back here shortly to wrap up with the Scadu Altus.